Imagine standing on ancient ground as the sky turns against you. Not night, not a storm, but something worse. The sun, the engine of all life, the silent ruler of Earth, begins to fail. Temperatures collapse, forests wither into skeletons, oceans darken, and the apex predators that once ruled the planet, creatures so dominant they erased entire ecosystems by their presence alone, are suddenly starving in a world without light. This is not a story about weakness. This is a story about scale, about power, and about how even the most unstoppable biological weapons ever forged by evolution can be erased when sunlight disappears. Because long before humans feared the dark hunted them. And to understand what happens when sunlight vanishes, we must return to a world ruled by giants and watch how they fell. To grasp the terror of a sunless Earth, you need to understand just how dependent prehistoric life was on light. Picture a Tyrannosaurus rex, 12 meters long, 8 tons of muscle, bone, and hydraulic violence. A skull the size of a bathtub, jaws capable of crushing bone like wet wood. Now imagine that animal needing to eat hundreds of pounds of meat every week just to stay alive. That energy, it all began with sunlight. Sunlight fed plants. Plants fed herbivores. Herbivores fed predators. Remove the sun, and the entire pyramid collapses. Forests that once towered like green cathedrals die within weeks. Herbivores starve in months. Apex predators follow soon after, roaming landscapes filled with corpses and no future. And that's not even the terrifying part. Because when sunlight disappears, life doesn't just die. It turns against itself. The prehistoric Earth was not gentle. Oxygen levels were higher. Carbon dioxide surged. Volcanoes reshaped continents. Asteroids rewrote destinies. This was a planet in constant flux, a biological war zone. Nature was experimenting, and apex predators were the result. Take Tyrannosaurus rex, not merely a dinosaur, but a walking expression of evolutionary excess. Its biology was optimized for domination. Massive leg muscle for explosive bursts of speed. A reinforced skull evolved to absorb catastrophic bite forces. Teeth shaped like railroad spikes, designed not to cut, but to pulverize. This wasn't accidental. This was Earth pushing life to its limits. But that blueprint had a fatal flaw. It required abundance. It required sunlight. It required a living, breathing ecosystem beneath it. And when that architecture failed, the giants had nowhere to stand. Let's be clear. Apex predators like Tyrannosaurus rex were not animals. They were biological weapons. Each bite delivered over 35,000 newtons of force, enough to shatter bone, snap spines, and crush armored dinosaurs in a single impact. Fossil evidence shows T-Rex bit through. Triceratops skulls, hadrosaur femurs, even other tyrannosaurs. Some prey survived initial attacks, bearing healed bite marks, meaning these predators often attacked animals too large to kill instantly. There is evidence of prey being eaten alive. This was not clean predation. It was domination through trauma. But here's the shock fact paleontologists uncovered. When ecosystems collapsed, these weapons became liabilities. Large bodies burn energy fast. Muscle demands calories. Brains demand oxygen. When prey populations crashed, apex predators were the first to starve. Their strength betrayed them. In a sunless world, power becomes hunger. Tyrannosaurus rex didn't hunt fairly. It relied on acute binocular vision, bone-crushing ambush attacks, a sense of smell capable of detecting decay from kilometers away. Now imagine this creature waking up in a modern city. Skyscrapers cast shadows like cliffs. Sirens echo like wounded prey. Concrete fractures beneath each step. Cars would be irrelevant. Walls are meaningless. Panic immediate. But now imagine something worse. The sun disappears. No crops. No livestock. No functioning food chain. Within weeks, cities would become tombs. Even the deadliest predator imaginable would starve in silence, wandering empty streets, surrounded by calories it cannot eat. Apex predators do not survive famine. They die first. For decades, scientists believed Tyrannosaurus rex was slow, a lumbering scavenger, too massive to chase prey. They were wrong. New biomechanical studies reveal T-Rex could sprint at speeds over 25 km/h. Its brain structure suggests advanced sensory processing. Its bite force increased with age, meaning older individuals were more dangerous, not less. This was not a fatting giant. This was a predator at its peak. And yet, it vanished, not because it failed, but because the sun failed. When the Chicxulub asteroid struck 66 million years ago, it didn't just kill dinosaurs. It turned off the planet. Dust and ash blocked sunlight for years. Global temperatures plummeted. Photosynthesis collapsed. The food web snapped. And the greatest predators Earth ever produced starved in the dark. Apex predators didn't disappear because they were weak. They disappeared because the rules changed. The sun vanished. The world shifted. And biology followed. What remains are bones. And warnings. Because extinction is not about failure. It's about timing. Nature has made worse before. Creatures more powerful. More terrifying. And it will again. The sun is life's greatest ally. And its most fragile dependency. Remember that. And if you want to explore the forgotten monsters that once ruled a brighter, deadlier world, subscribe to MEGABEAST, because the dark has a history.